Should your business build a super app? A practical framework. Most businesses should not build a billion user super app, and almost none need to. The right question is narrower and far more useful. Should your business extend one app to host several connected services for the customers you already have? For a meaningful share of retailers, service companies, and platforms, the answer is yes, and the cost of getting there has dropped sharply. This series has covered why the super app model wins on economics, how the mini app architecture scales, and why embedded payments are the engine underneath it. This final post turns that into a decision, not theory, but a framework for judging whether the model fits your business, how to start without overbuilding, and where the pitfalls are. The honest case against building one. It is worth starting here because super app enthusiasm has produced expensive failures. The clearest cautionary tale is the Western attempt to copy WeChat wholesale. Several well-funded companies announced plans to build everything apps for markets that already had mature, separate, high-quality apps for banking, messaging, and shopping. Most of those efforts stalled because users in those markets felt no pain that a bundle would solve. That is the core test. Super apps succeeded in Asia and are succeeding in Africa and Latin America, largely in markets where separate apps and infrastructure did not already exist, so a single trusted platform filled a real gap. North America has adopted the model more slowly for exactly this reason. If your customers are already well served by focused apps, bolting unrelated services together adds complexity without adding value. The model is not a growth hack. It works only when bundling solves a problem the customer actually feels. The case for when the model fits. The opportunity is real and growing. The global super app market is projected to grow from about $162 billion in 2026 to $546 billion by 2031. And North America alone is forecast to grow at roughly 24% annually through 2033. The model is no longer confined to Asia. The question is whether your specific business sits where it fits. In practice, it usually fits when several conditions hold together. You already have an engaged customer base with a reason to return often. You offer, or could offer, several services the same customer naturally uses together. Payments are central to the relationship, so a wallet would see frequent activity. Your customers value convenience and consolidation, which is true across much of Latin America, Africa, and Southeast Asia. And you have partners whose services would strengthen your app while benefiting from access to your customer base. A regional retailer, a logistics or field services company, a marketplace, or a financial brand can each meet this bar. The common thread is an existing relationship worth deepening, rather than a collection of strangers to bundle together. Start with the anchor, not the ecosystem. The most important strategic decision is also the most overlooked. Every successful super app began as one service that people used constantly, then expanded outward. WeChat started as messaging. Grab started as ride-hailing. Rappi started as delivery. The ecosystem came later, built on the daily habit the anchor created. The failure pattern is the reverse, launching a bundle of mediocre services at once, hoping the combination creates a habit none of them earns alone. It does not. Pick the one service your customers will open without thinking. Make it genuinely excellent and earn the daily usage first. Only then do additional services have a foundation to stand on. This sequencing also protects the budget. You prove the anchor works before investing in the platform layers, and each new service is added against demonstrated demand rather than a forecast. Build, host, or compose. Part 2 of this series laid out 3 architectural paths and the decision maps cleanly onto business stage. Compose is where almost every business should start. Assemble the platform from established payment, identity, and runtime infrastructure. Ship the anchor service and add a small set of your own connected services. This captures most of the model's value at a fraction of the cost of building a public platform, and it is realistic in months rather than years. Host third-party mini apps once your anchor has real traffic and partners are asking to reach your users. This is where the network effect and the platform as a service economics kick in, but it requires a mature identity, payment, and sandbox foundation first. Build everything natively only when your services are few and tightly integrated and you need full control. It is the most expensive path and rarely the right first move toward an ecosystem. The pitfalls that sink these projects: the technology is the manageable part. The failures cluster around a few predictable mistakes. Bundling without a habit. Adding services to an app nobody opens daily produces a cluttered app nobody opens daily. The anchor and its frequency come first. Underestimating the regulatory layer. The moment an app handles money, it becomes a regulated entity. Payment and lending rules vary by country and often require separate licenses per market. And data protection regimes such as the European Union's GDPR can impose penalties of up to 4% of worldwide revenue for a breach. This has to be planned from the first design session, not patched in before launch. Ignoring the platform divide. The economics of embedded payments and mini apps differ between Android and iOS and between regions, as covered in Part 3. A strategy that works on one platform may be constrained on the other, and the rules are actively changing under regulatory pressure. The architecture has to account for that variation. Confusing feature count with value. The goal is a tightly connected set of services a customer genuinely wants together, not the largest possible menu. A focused 3-service app that customers love beats a 20-service app they find confusing. What this means for your organization. The super app model is not reserved for technology giants with billion user bases. Its core logic: extend the relationship with a customer you have already earned rather than competing for a new download every time you launch a feature, is available to any business with an engaged audience and a service worth building around. The market data points clearly upward, the underlying infrastructure has matured, and the regions many businesses already serve are among the fastest adopters in the world. The pattern across every business that gets this right is consistent. They start with one excellent anchor service, earn daily usage, put a real payment layer at the center, and expand only against proven demand, governing the regulatory and platform complexity with discipline from day one. The businesses that move thoughtfully now will own their customer's home screen. The ones that wait may find a competitor already there.